Hi guys, Chuck here, back in Planetbase, picking right up where we left off. I didn't do anything off camera, I just logged in. The trading ship has landed. We don't have a whole lot of stuff to trade with, but I would like that carrier bot for 100. And maybe... and we'll part with some money to get there because I don't want to trade food. We because we're still waiting on these things to get repaired. Although some other stuff got built, they're using spares to fix infrastructure stuff and not to fix the food items. So we're good on metal. Now we just need to get more spares cranking. Now let's see how many spares workshops we have going. That's semiconductor. We got spares and spares there. Just 2 of them. So but 1, 2, 3, 4 of them moving over here. We seem to be running a little lower on bioplastic, and I think some of that could be the result of these things here not being repaired. Like that is medicinal pad, onion, mushroom, pine tree, wheat. Yeah, some of our starch is not functional. Now we have an armed intruder. Where? There he is. Our security people are going to drop him. We killed 2 of them. We have a couple people hurt, though. Now, we don't have anybody left in the infirmary. I need to plant... well, most of our stuff is functional. I don't know, you think you would use a treadmill as a big circle? It's like the one animals use. I feel like a hamster or something. We need more bioplastic. I don't have a whole lot of those machines going because earlier I was rolling in that stuff and I wasn't getting enough metal, so I tended to focus everything on metal production. Now I don't have a whole lot of bioplastic being produced. So I got a couple of them here, 1, 2 there, and 2 there, so they should be producing enough. But they really aren't. We're getting more metal. Now let's check the grid. We have to get out in front of stuff here. Now because currently, alright, you can see power is still having these little hiccups here and there. And so we're not producing what we have enough stored. So we're not having issues, but it's just telling us current production is not what the demand is. So that's when they're going to eat into the storage, which we have plenty of storage. But going back to the grid, water, oxygen is still okay. but only good for 188 people. So we're going to need more oxygen generators, and we're going to need more power eventually anyway, because we're going to start building stuff. We're going to start building at a pretty good clip here. So I probably need to, when we just build a solar panel, let's put a big turbine in up here. All right, now we got all this area available to build power stuff. So let's they'll build that turbine. Now what do we want to put over here? We still need to get this. Okay, that's getting better. Now, you know, we've added more beds. We've got, you know, food is okay, but for some reason, they're still not repaired everything in this dome over here. So we're going to put that on a high priority and see if that gets things repaired there. Because, you know, our welfare has increased, which means population is going to start increasing. Now, that means we are going to be in need of more food. Now, we go back to the grid again. Water is... Our water storage is full. So we're going to build more, you know, build another water extractor over here. And another water storage. Yeah, I hope we have enough land left to keep building across there. Now, we run out of spares again. That's getting annoying because we need to get the stuff repaired here. Now, it looks like they're working on that now. That's probably why we ran out of spares. I prioritized that. Now, look there, we got more people coming. And is that a trade ship? Yes. Do we have anything to trade? Not really. Which is kind of annoying. I would like to get that driller bot, but I really... There's nothing down here I can trade away, so we're going to have to dismiss him for now. And... so they're going to get that stuff built pretty quick. Now let's come down here and check out the... Well, that already got built. So our turbine is built already. We're still, you know, kind of running short on spares. And bioplastic. Now, obviously, I can't put those in the same building. So we're going to need more O2 generator. It was just giving me an okay down here. You got to really wiggle around the mouse quite a bit to sometimes get stuff to take. Now I want 2 connections on that because that's things generating oxygen. We want it pushing it out both ways there. Well, get that speed up. You know, you can use a keyboard shortcut for that, and it's the plus key on your number pad. Now, the reason I'm not using it is I have the plus and minus keys bound to record and stop record in the OBS program, which is what I use to capture this gameplay. So, sometimes those key bindings in that software conflict with key bindings for a particular game, and so I have to try not to use the keys in the game, or I'll trigger, hit the stop recording in the software, and then we'd end up with a lot of shorter segments, having to splice them together to get the video to take. Now we're still running low on spares, and bioplastics are not keeping up. So let's get these items built that we've requested to be built. And I think I might need another factory or another processor. We're still running out of spares. I'm probably going to need a little bit of both. Now let's check here. Yeah, he's got some stuff we could use, but I don't really have much to trade for it. I could buy like 4 bioplastics for maybe a couple medicinal plants. All right, so that's we still need some production increases. We've got, this is about to get built, which is going to give us more O2. So I think with that said, I can put another processing plant out here. And I don't know if I should go with the big one, but probably. Now, so let's wait for everything to get built, for these next 2 items to get built before we build another thing. But now we're just going to keep things cranking. And we might make another connection there. These connections, the more connections you have, just help with people being able to be a little more efficient with their moving around. Then more shortcuts from point A to point B a little easier. I guess I can't connect those. I thought I could. Anyway, maybe we can connect that. And that. No, I guess I can't do that either. Each building can only have so many connections, and this one has already got 1, 2, 3, 4 coming into it. So that's probably why it won't let me put another one over here. Now, run out of spares. I got this other O2 generator going down here. Now, we're still waiting on that, waiting on 2 more bioplastics to get that built. And then we're going to put some more processors in there. Now, I'm not dumb enough to think that our metal issues have been completely solved just because we started getting ahead of the game there on the last episode. But as you can see, our food stocks are climbing back up since we got all that repaired. Well, we're still, we're right up against it on spares. Every time we get any spares, they're just immediately being used. We're not building up a surplus. Now, we're starting to get to that point where, okay, I can get another carrier bot. And we can trade a little bit of stuff to get it. Okay. I think pretty soon, I don't know if you have to have 10 of them active at one point, because if we look at these milestones, somebody died. I don't know asphyxiation. I don't know how that happened because we weren't having any oxygen issues. So the guy just wandered outside, or what happened? That's kind of weird. But now where was I? Yeah, milestones. Build or purchase 10 bots. Well, I think we've probably exceeded that, but we don't have 10 of them active at any given time. And maybe that's what you need for that to happen. Because I keep buying bots and they keep going out of commission. I keep buying another bot, they go out of commission. All right. Bar is low on oxygen. Are we gonna have to build another O2 generator? Well, let's put items in this. Let's put. Yeah, these bigger processor buildings are kind of nice. You can put a lot of stuff in there. Now, see what the trader has. Or is it bringing more people? It's bringing more people. And now we're up to 7 bots. So I'm waiting for another bot to break down at any time. Even though we have a robotics dome here with a repair thing in it. And it looks like one of the bots is repairing as we speak. But we don't have any more being built. Now we have another trader. There's a driller bot patent. We don't have any kind of money. We're going to buy another carrier bot. And all right. Yeah, okay, you just saw that message down there. Another bot broke down. So every time I buy one, one breaks. And I don't know if that's the game's way of saying you're not going to get to those 10 bots unless you start building them. Well, I've put a bot facility down to build them, and they don't seem to be building bots. Now, I don't know if it's because we're not getting... Now, I also think we might be able to... Oh, well, we have more. We got more people coming in now. We might be able to rebuild some of those things we had earlier, which we tore down. And that is... well, let's see about the armed intruders. Well, we killed the intruder. All right. Now, we're looking for this radio antenna. What I wonder is, does that thing... Let me check that. Can I connect other things to it? Looks like it. But I want to put it somewhere. Like right there would be a good spot. It's not in the way of anything else. And so that way we'll be able to get those messages about visitors coming. Do you want to take this group of people or not? And then you decide, well, yes, maybe I'll take them, or no, I'm not going to bother with them. Now, then we got that telescope for the anti-meteor lasers. I'm going to hold off on that. Because we had built all that, if you remember, a few episodes ago, and then we, you know, ended up having to scrap a lot of these things for more metal to build essential things. So I don't want to get back in that same trap again, where we're getting ahead of things, you know, building stuff before. Now that's showing decent, so we need to get that up a little higher. And that's going to involve probably more canteen, more meal makers. And when I get the patent, I'm going to build that humongous food dome, and we're going to grow even more food. Because as you can see, yeah, food, you can stockpile a lot of it and get it. You know, let's see, where is our... This is a security console. We don't have the radio console for somebody to monitor transmissions. Let's check the trader. If he's got anything we can use. I would like some of that money, but as usual, all I got to trade for it is food, and I'm hesitant to do too much of that. We'll just do a little bit at a time. That'll still build up what we need. We're up to 7 bots. I wonder what happens if I take this bot facility and put it on a high priority. If we'll start getting some bots built. Let's do that. Although, you notice metal is dropping off again. So I don't know if I'm going to have to prioritize some metal processing buildings. What the heck? I'm going to prioritize that and that. With our welfare being better, we're going to start getting population increasing again. That's going to help productivity. And we have 7 bots now. Most of them are carrier bots. I don't know why this connection is not getting built. Probably because nobody can get to it. So scrap that. It was a nice thought, but they managed to put the stuff out there. We got more people coming. So, we have some more productivity going. Let's check stats. We're still at decent. We are creeping up toward the next level. And there's another trader. Let's check out what he's got. I think I'm going to buy another bot. We are creeping up. Now watch, you know what's going to happen. I just bought a bot. We're going to lose one. You watch it. One's going to get irretrievably broken or whatever they call it. Well, you just bought one. Okay, we're going to break one down. You notice our metal is back down. Now we're back up to 10, 11. But obviously they're going to go make more spares. But I think we seem to be okay on spares now. And there's nothing broken down. And we're really getting bigger here. Now, welfare is still hanging at decent and not going any higher. It's attempting to go higher. And I think, well, let's see if we have what else we can build that might help that out a bit. Well, let's go with the let's go with that telescope now. See where I can put it. Like, we're at least producing enough metal that I shouldn't have to start cannibalizing construction in order to build more things. So that's where we are. Our next steps are to continue getting this status up a little higher, because it's really creeping up. Oh, now we're good. All right. Now, if we can keep it there, we're really going to see that population boom. And we're at 91. If you remember, we were at 91 a few episodes ago. And then we had a lot of mismanagement, which was all on me. But now things appear to be creeping back up. So that is good. And we've got the telescope built. So now I have to put a something in here for an engineer to monitor the telescope. And then we have to build the anti-meteor laser, which might take a while to get that thing built. You know, we had that built before. And, well, you know, that kind of went by the wayside there. So I'm going to put it over there. It'll get built when it gets built. We have the metal. But, now let's see what kind of ship landed. It's more people. We're up to 95 people. 8 robots, which means one's going to break down any second. And things appear to be kind of clicking along nicely now. So we are going to call it here. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, please like and subscribe. And I will see you next time.